Hi everybody, welcome back to another Tarot Tea Time. This one's gonna be quick because I'm about to head out to go get some pizza. But I wanted to start a series on Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift's friendship because, first of all, you guys always love when I do Tarot Tea Times about Selena Gomez, and I've also gotten a lot of requests for more Taylor Swift tea times, so I was like, why not combine it? They're best friends. Let's dive into their friendship. I mean, they have been friends for so long and they have a really precious friendship. I also looked into their past life connections in astrology, and you guys, there's a lot to unpack there. So that will be in the Selena Gomez Taylor Swift series. Let's see what is going on with them, what brought them together as friends according to the Tarot Tea, and what we can expect from their future. So first of all, let's see how Taylor Swift shows up in the friendship. There's been a little bit of controversy around Taylor Swift. Supposedly she had all these friends and then she stopped having all these friends, and I don't know, there's been some chatter, but it does seem like her relationship with Selena Gomez is strong. They met in 2008 when they were both dating Jonas Brothers, which is really cute and precious, and they've been friends ever since. So how Taylor Swift shows up in the relationship. What is the card that represents Taylor Swift in this friendship? What is her energy? The Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, so she is the logical one. She is the one that is always going to be there for Selena to give her like sound advice, which really does sync up with a lot of the things that I read. You'd think that we planned it, but sometimes the Tarot Tea is just too dead on. In October of 2009, in a Selena Gomez interview with 17 magazine, she was asked who she goes to for love advice. She said, "Every single problem I ever have is healable by Taylor Swift. Precious." And I'm gonna say, I really do think that Selena looks up to Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift shows up as like the logical, balanced Queen of Swords. This is also a card that's associated with Libra energy, so that's like balance, wisdom. And the Queen of Swords definitely is always looking out for their own best interests and the best interests of other people in their lives. If you are really close to someone who's a Queen of Swords, they're gonna look out for you the way they look out for themselves. So that really feels dead on. Okay, so how does Selena show up in the friendship? What is her energy in this relationship? The Queen of Cups, you guys. When the Tarot Tea is too true, I love this, that they both show up as queens. Like, so cute. Yes, that is exact, and that is so their vibe. Like, they are queens, they support each other, they're both at the top of their game, very successful, very well-rounded individuals, and their friendship has stood the test of time. They have been there for each other, like a queen would. Okay, but the Queen of Cups is like the queen of emotion, so she brings the love, the emotion, the flow, the heartfelt energy. She's more willing to bend. She's the one that, like, you know, shows up with the empathy, and you can really get to Selena's heart through her empathy, and that makes so much sense. Not that Taylor Swift isn't sensitive, because she definitely is as well, but I think that, you know, if anybody who's a fan of Selena Gomez, whenever we see like one of her interviews or she talks about anything heartfelt, she does have more of a sweet, sensitive style, and she's definitely very open and vulnerable with her feelings, her emotions. She wears her heart on her sleeve. And Taylor Swift is a little bit more guarded and a little bit more Queen of Swords, so that totally checks out. Okay, so let's see like what has been when they're at their best. Let's get their energy, and then let's get their energy when they're at their worst, because no relationship is without its ups and downs. I mean, any relationship, friendship, romantic relationship, you're gonna have areas of friction and areas where things just flow. So let's do the friction first, and then we can end on a good note because I gotta go get that pizza. My husband's gonna be here any minute. Okay. But I had to squeeze in a Tarot Tea Time. I missed you guys too much. I can't stay away. Okay, so a point of friction in their friendship has been, oh my gosh, you guys, Nine of Swords. Anxiety. Wow, okay. You know what though? So they have also talked about, I don't know if that's one of the quotes that I found that I wrote down, but no, I didn't write that one down. But I did read that one of the things that they have been able to help each other through is like that transition from like being a newcomer and like kind of feeling like a fish out of water. And then, you know, they essentially grew up together, and then, you know, becoming more well-known in the industry, having people's all eyes on them, having people talk about them, like the anxiety and the stress that each of them I think has felt individually due to like tabloids, gossip, drama, all that stuff, you guys know, and just growing up in general, much less in the spotlight, and dating, and you know, all the things. I think that has sometimes caused rifts in their friendship, even though they are both showing up as queens, which is like very mature energy. I can tell that they definitely overcome these Nine of Swords, but I will say that Taylor Swift, because she shows up as the Queen of Swords, she's probably the one when the anxiety gets to, you know, a very high level, she's probably the one that comes in with the logic, comes in with a plan. Like, if they're at odds, she probably is the one that breaks through the tension and says, hey, let's figure this out. What's going on? Like, and I could so see that. Okay, so what about when they're at their best? How are they when they are at their best? What is an area where they truly support each other? Let's get their good vibes. What are the good vibes in this friendship? Ooh, the Five of Swords. They have each other's backs, and which, oh my God, they so do. Like, because, so when, I've got goosebumps, confirmation. So when Scooter Braun was going through that, oh my gosh, like the Scooter Braun, Taylor Swift, like all the drama that, oh, my husband's here. Okay, we're gonna wrap this one up. So when I'm hungry, when she was having all that drama with Scooter Braun and everything was going, just seemed to be so crazy. It was really interesting to see how they had each other's backs. You know, like Selena stood up for her in the media. She stood up for her in interviews, on Twitter. Like, she made sure that these Five of Swords people who were trying to, this is the card of like lying, cheating, stealing, people who were doing this, she made sure that they wouldn't do that. So what's really interesting that they couldn't do that, or that she was there to stand up for her friend, which there's so many examples of that. I'm gonna actually put in an article from I believe it's Elle.com, that has like a relationship, friendship timeline for Selena and Taylor Swift, and it outlines like so many of these instances that are illustrated by the cards. I'm gonna put that below in case you're curious and you want a little more tea. So it looks to me like there's so many swords in this relationship. They truly do look out for each other. They think about one another. They have each other's backs. They want one another to be successful, and they are willing to go to bat for one another. And then Selena Gomez has the heart of the relationship, where she really does bring the softness, the love, the joy, and I'm sure Taylor gives it back to her, or they wouldn't have all of this strong, I've got your back energy. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me for that mini tarot tea time. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave a comment below. Do you guys see their friendship, you know, in alignment with these cards, or have you guys noticed other things that have gone on over the years? And let me know what you guys want to know next. I'm going to continue this series, and I'm going to go into their like past life energy, so we can get into some past life energy astrology, which is really fun to do. I can teach you guys how to do that for yourselves as well, with your friends and people that you're dating, or whoever you may be in a relationship with. It's very helpful, trust me. Anyway, we'll get to all that, but I love you guys so much. Thanks for joining me. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you here for another tarot tea time. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification button or bell, because I want to be sure that you guys get your tea hot and fresh. Okay, bye.